Hey, baby love, it's Tesh, and today I am doing a live lesson on my Patreon about Crossroads and how to use their powers. And I realized this is a good one to record so that all of my baby loves can get in on this knowledge. So get yourself a pen and paper, something to drink, and take notes.
So, what is a crossroad? A crossroad is a place where energy gathers. And what we do with that energy is we, as alchemists, we go to that crossroads or that energy source, any energy source, and we gather the energy of all the people and things that have been at that crossroad or at that road or wherever. A person can just be standing there. I have taught y'all, especially a few years ago when I was talking about dirt magic, which I'll reiterate. I'll do a dirt magic video after this to reiterate what we do with dirt. Okay, so any energy, any place that you've been in life, any place that your energy has gathered, and this can be you driving, riding in a plane. If you've crossed past that area, your vibration, your ashe, it lingers there. It's like perfume, but it's your energy that stays there. Okay, so when you're gathering energy from a crossroad, what you're doing is gathering the energy of all the people and things that have been there, and you're using that energy to manipulate it. Okay, so you're manipulating the energy to get what you want. Now, the first crossroad I want to talk to you about is the female crossroad. And this is just a plain old crossroad. This is the most simple crossroad that you can use for any working. This is also the strongest crossroads of all the crossroads. So this is the one where you can accomplish pretty much anything that you're trying to accomplish. It's best for love. It's best for healing. It's best for fertility magic. It's best for money. It's best for if you're trying to attract a woman. If you're trying to get a woman to be lustful over you, you can leave your magic, whatever ritual at that crossroad, or you can gather the dirt from that crossroad and use it in a ritual. And that will get a woman, the specific woman, to come after you. Now, the dirt is best used again for love, fertility, healing, lust. And it's the best place if you want to practice magic and you're a woman. So if you're a woman practicing magic, this type of crossroads, if you need a crossroads, is the best place to practice it. Also, it's the best place to bury anything when it comes to romance. Okay, so if you're needing some help with romance and the relationship you're in, what have you, this is the best place to bury whatever magic you're doing is at this type of crossroads. All right. I also teach y'all with your cleansing, which we'll get to those, but you can cleanse at this crossroads also. So you can pour things out onto the crossroads, and a lot of the cars, the energy will just drag the energy away, take the energy. So that's why you break the coconut at the crossroads. You pour out the powder at the crossroads. It's because you want that energy to be taken away from you as well. Okay, so this is the overall crossroad that can do any ritual at any time. All right, now the next crossroad I want to talk about is the male crossroad. Now this crossroad, it is a capital T. Okay, so you pretty much come to a road that crosses you. And this is the male crossroad. You can also use this crossroad for all types of workings as well. This one is not too limited. What I prefer this crossroad for is legal matters. So if you're having any type of legal matters, if you're trying to like break up a relationship, you can use this crossroad as well. break other, like if a person does a love spell on you, you can use this crossroad to break that love spell. The dirt is best used for like victory, justice, court cases. If you're trying to find steady work, it's best to use this crossroad. Okay. Also, if you're trying to meet a man or attract a man or make a man fall in love with you, you can bury things at this crossroads. Now, this is a very powerful crossroad for men. So if you ever meet a man at this crossroad, I wouldn't say he's 100% safe, but I would feel like the universe may have brought him to you. It may be something to that nature. This is a very manly area where this is a very feminine area. If a man was to meet a woman at a crossroad like this, this may be a good sign. If a woman was to meet a man at a crossroad like this, it's kind of a good sign. But I wouldn't tell you jump in. I would just tell you it's kind of a good sign that you've met him at this crossroad. Also, like deities and things like that, you can work with certain deities that work with crossroads and opening roads and opening paths at this crossroad as well. Okay? So there you have it. Now, the next crossroad that we're going to talk about today is our trying to draw it as best I can, but you know, y'all get the drift. So we got the and we have a little point in the center, and then the cars go around. I have one of these at my house as well. This is called a divine crossroad. Okay, I could have drew it better, but y'all know when y'all come up to the circle and you have the 3 exits, this is a divine crossroad. So this crossroad is great for cleansings and blessings and protection, things to that nature. If you're giving offerings to your deities, if you want to attract good spirits to your home, you might want to gather the dirt from here. The dirt here is best used for uncrossings, protection work, shielding you from other people's magic. Or also, if you want to forgive people, you can also work with the divine crossroad. Any type of holy working, healing, exorcisms you can use for any type of blessings, healings. If you want to seek your ancestors or God or information from your ancestors, this is a great crossroads to use. Any type of divination, this is a great place to do divination working. So it's powerful for divination working. I mean, when you have come to a place where you have to make a decision in life, okay? And this is kind of like you're damned at this point. And that's what this one is actually called, the damned crossroads. And what you'll do, you come here, you can go right, you can go left. This is our damned crossroad. Now, this is one that you can use for cursing, breakup spells, banishing, any type of dark work. The dirt is best used for dark work. Whereas up here with the divine one, the dirt is best used for blessings and uncrossings and healings and things like that. Down here, if you're trying to curse somebody, this is the type of crossroads you'll go to. If you're trying to fuck somebody up, this is type of crossroads. You're trying to dominate somebody. If you want to bury a curse, this is where you'll go. Okay? And you can pick which way you want to go to do it. Now, if you ever come across a man here, do not ever date him. If you're walking them down the street and you come to a Y intersection or something like that, and a guy tries to date you, no ma'am. No ma'am. Don't deal with any deities here. Don't deal with any crossroad men. No Elegba, nobody. No deities at this crossroad. I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't be at this crossroad. But if you would find yourself here doing some fucked up shit to somebody because they fucked with you, because, I don't teach y'all to lay down and turn your other cheek. Fuck no. They come around, they find out, fuck them up, and bind them. Period. And you move on and just live your best life. Okay? And that's what you'll bind them and bury them here. So that's what you'll do if ever a person wants to fuck with you. Now, outside of the crossroads, we do have our train tracks. And I want to talk about that because for me, that is another place that people gather when they're riding on the train or the trains are moving back and forth. And I love train tracks because train tracks, you gotta kind of give it a little zazz with them. The train tracks are a wonderful place if you are trying to do any type of working as well. So I wanted to get into train tracks because there are plenty spells on Patreon that have y'all dumping stuff by a railroad, especially if you're trying to banish, cleanse, any type of breakup ritual you will do on the train track. If you're trying to do a working for safe travels, you can use the train tracks. And the dirt, again, can be used to send people away, to bring people to you, to banish, to cleanse, to attract. It can do anything. That's why you can do any type of working at a train track. I know it's not a road, but then it's still a road. And it's still something that we travel on. And I wanted to tap onto the train tracks because that's very important. Now, the dirt from an abandoned railroad, because be careful when you go onto the track. You don't want to, unless the spikes have already popped off at a live used track, okay? Then you can grab those stakes, but don't go around taking things off of a used track. You want to get things from outside of the track because remember, those tracks have energy. It has voltage going through them to make the train travel. So you don't want to get shocked and killed. You see what I'm saying? What you want to do is take your time and gather dirt from the side of the train track. That'll be the best. Now, if you're working from a abandoned railroad, you can use the dirt and spikes and all of those things as protection rituals. You can use the dirt for safe travels. You can use the dirt to keep something in your life. So not even just to attract or to send away, but you can keep, because it's an abandoned railroad track. Now it's there forever. You can keep something in your life from a railroad track like that. The most important thing about railroad magic is the train, how it travels, it's like one of the best tools. So remember when I told y'all the most powerful tool in magic is the woman's period blood. And that's because it comes from a woman. And we're all encompassing of the earth. We're Mother Earth. But also the blood itself carries iron. And the railroad tracks, the railroad spikes, all of that stuff with the iron and the energy, all of that stuff becomes so powerful and so charged that's why it is wonderful for pretty much any working. Let's say you walking down an old railroad track, you find some spikes, you find 4 spikes or something. Just put those 4 spikes at the 4 corners of your property and your property is protected. It's like the iron and the spikes just set this tone of a barrier where predators and any type of harmful person just can't even come. The energy can't even come to your home. Of course, you have to bless them and cleanse them, but still, they are very, very powerful. So you have to remember that, like, the most powerful tool, and railroad, that's why I did them last, because this is, of all of them, they're all very powerful. All crossroads are very powerful. I feel like because of the iron and the energy and the power that's being added to it, and then the fact that the railroad tracks be in the sun, it's all of that energy that kind of builds this one up. And then it's a straight. It's nothing taking the energy off of its course. It's just straight. You see what I'm saying? Of course, railroads split up and all that stuff too, but it's pretty much a straight shot. So one of the most powerful tools to have by your home is a railroad track. You can just go sit by the railroad track and just collect the energy. Leave things by the railroad track if you're trying to have them come into your life, or leave swiftly. Or it's times when I've shown y'all how to get a neighbor to move or to go away, and the railroad tracks is where you'll leave that spell. Because definitely to a different town, but they may move out of state. The dirt.
Now I'm going to stop the video there. You guys, I hope this was able to help with any type of questions you have about Crossroads. I did add some visual stuff to it because my papers were more focused on my students in class, and you wouldn't have been able to really see anything but the side of the paper, so I kind of added some stuff. But anyway, I want to thank you for joining me. You already know if you have any questions, I'm here to help, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, my love. I invite you to join my mystery school, where I have created a safe place for you to learn magic and how to make your own metaphysical products. You get weekly life lessons where I teach love, money, banishing, and protection spells. You get a weekly tarot class. I do monthly prosperity spells for my top tier. And you get exclusive early access and commercial-free content. Join today at patreon.com/Insight by Tesh.